Well, tonight on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, the Biden administration and his surrogates are just, I don't know if they just being delusional at this point. It seems like they just can't accept the truth about black voters because in the Biden administration's defense, black people have always been faithful to the Democrats, always. So this is really the first time that they're seeing the black community say, either I'm not voting at all, choosing the couch, or I'm just going to vote third party. I'm going to vote Trump. They're not used to seeing black people basically have a choice. Well, there's a reporter with USA Today. She's going to ask a Biden surrogate about this. Let's go ahead and roll that.
A portion of enthusiasm for the president in the African American community. What do you chalk that lethargy up to?
I will tell you again. I can only speak, Francesca, to my experience. And when I get out there and we talk to people about the amazing successes of the administration under the leadership of the president, vice president, people are psyched. I mean, they're happy about these meaningful developments that are helping change the lives of people all across this country. We got to make sure, and that's a campaign job. Our job here is making sure we share the news, and hopefully in partnership with each and every one of you, that the news gets out to all the places in this very different world in which we live, in which people receive their news.
Are you saying that you distrust the polling that shows the president's support among the African American community is lower than it was this time 4 years ago, for instance?
I can honestly tell you that I don't follow the polls.
So let me get this straight, Mr. Benjamin. Sir, you're saying that when y'all go out there, that black Americans are psyched about this campaign? Hold on.
The lies. There you go. This bitch. I'm telling you. Trifling.
Exactly. That, sir, come on. We know that's a lie. That is a bold-faced lie. Now, I know you're doing your job, brother. You got to say what they want you to say. I am not holding that against you, my brother. But they should have not set you up like that to be saying things that's just not true, brother. Come on now. You know good and well there's no enthusiasm for Biden. You know good and well people are talking about choosing a couch. You know good and well people are saying they voting for Trump. You know people are saying that. Some people say they're not voting for now one of y'all, whatever the case may be. Some people may vote third party. But they're not enthusiastic about Biden. Now, the right response would have been, you know what? We got 6 months, approaching 6 months out on the election. We got a lot of work to do. Black voters are not happy. And we got to fix this within 6 months. And we're going to fix it. That would have been the right way to say it and just leave it at that. But no, for you to say that, you have to acknowledge you didn't do nothing for black people. It's just that simple. And y'all, the name of the game is to pacify you, not give you policy. Pacify you, not give you protection. That's what it is. Because on the Democrats' defense, because I have to be fair, for years that worked. All they had to do was show up at your churches, hold your babies, sing a hymn, maybe do a Dougie, maybe play a saxophone or something, right? Maybe show up at a cookout, a prayer meeting, and they got your black vote. So this is different. I'm just being real with you. For them, this is different. But all things must change. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful day that we are witnessing that black America is starting to say, no. I don't really care about all that. What you gonna do for me? Because we suffering out here economically. What are you gonna do for me? You can't show up in my neighborhood. You can't show up in my church. You can't show up at my job. You can't show up nowhere. I don't care about you. What are you gonna do? Don't just show up. Because you know what? When you go talk to the folks, you're talking policy. When you show up to the Asians, you're talking about policy. When you show up to the Hispanic community, policy. Arab community, policy. You're not over there trying to go to the quinceañera with the Hispanic community. You're not trying to celebrate the Chinese New Year with the Chinese people. You're not trying to do that. You're not trying to go to any Ramadan celebrations. to talk about your vote, right? No, you don't even do that. But it comes to black folk, that worked for a long time. With Democrats, you gotta listen. You're writing the Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act. That car is out of gas. You have to give reparations in the form of cash payments and an anti-black hate crime bill at minimum. At minimum. You want black men? Talk to the black men business owners and start giving black men grants for their businesses and either 0 interest or 1% interest loans that is a good, amount, and give them 30 years to pay it back so it can help their businesses. That's something Biden could do right now without Congress. He's not trying to do that. What's the main thing people talk about with Trump? Man, I got some money from PPP, because everybody did scams with PPP. Not everybody did scams with EIDL or none of that. Some people did scams, but they were legitimate black business owners, male and female, that got that, and that's the first time they ever got some money from the SBA. And who they credit for that? Trump. So if you know that and you hearing everybody talking about a stimmy, why don't you go do it and say, hey, let me go do one bigger than what Trump did? See, Trump put some money in people's hand. That's why even people in the hood talking about Trump would bring Trump back. You haven't put no money in black people's hands, sir. And Mr. Benjamin, since you're the director of public engagement, you know what I'm saying? You need to be communicating to him and say, hey, I can't be going up there saying that the black community is excited and on the campaign trail. But then when the sister brings up to you, well, hey, the polls, well, I don't look at no polls. Oh, you serious? How are you the director of public engagement and you don't look at a poll? You think you're not going to be, come on, you know what the polls say. You just sitting up here trying to BS. And once again, I know he has to, because that's the job he's doing. I wouldn't want to do a job like that where I got to sit up here and say things that I know is not true. But man, nobody enthusiastic about no Biden, man. Now maybe the retirees is, but definitely the crowd he has a problem with is the under 50s. They're not excited. He's literally bleeding his support in many fronts. And then even when the people talking about some black folks don't want to support him because of the Israel-Palestine thing. Now, I'm going to tell you why some people feel that way, especially black people, the younger ones. In their mind, if you're okay with what's happening in Palestine, well, what's going to happen with us? If something similar happened to us in this country, you'll do the same thing, right? You support it. That's how some people feel when it comes to the Palestine situation. It's a legitimate thought. It is a legitimate thought and a legitimate actual concern that some of the younger black people are having when it comes to voting for him, right? So, no, black people are not enthusiastic about Biden. No, they're not. Please don't tell misinformation for Biden. Please don't do that, because y'all keep being yes men around him. Y'all keep doing that, and he's definitely going to lose. Because one thing, if you run the campaign, you need to be truthful with people and find out what he has so they can fix it. He's not going to be able to fix it. Showing up to church, sending Kamala out there to talk to black men and not bringing black men anything. It's the same old. Different kind of hustle, but same old. You show up empty-handed, you're going to get an empty vote. It's just that simple.